Don't you deserve a new knife, right? You know that like somebody in your family is going to give you one of those bubble pack knives because I heard you like knives, and they'll buy you one of those really cheap ones. You know what I'm talking about. And it's not going to get used because you don't trust your life with it. You're going to use this one, folks. You're going to use this one. There you go. Some beautiful curls. Just messing around. Not trying to do anything fancy there. Again, this is the Hornet. I think you're going to like it. All right, squad, it must be that time of year when we are helping people to pick out gifts for their loved ones or for themselves. And I got another one here for you from our friends at Holtzman Gorilla Survival. This one here is the Hornet. So we're going to do a little review on this one. Man, I got to tell you, I like the ergonomics of this one already. It just feels really good in the hand. Look at that blade. Let's check this one out together, and then you can let me know in the comments down below what you think. All right, so obviously I've reviewed a lot of knives for Holtzman's Gorilla Survival before. I am a brand affiliate with them, and I want to say thank you to Holtzman's for sending out the Hornet so that I can review this for you. Now, if you watched my video earlier this week, you already saw the unboxing. Let's do it really quick for those who didn't get to see that video earlier this week. A lot of the Holtzman's knives come with this nice gift box, which really makes it a great option for gifting to a friend or for yourself. It just presents really nicely. That's why I like to do the unboxing on these. It gives you the care guide for your D2 steel knife. And nice thank you card from our friends at Holtzman's Gorilla Survival. These are not snacks. All right, let's go ahead and pull the Kydex sheath out first. It's got the belt lock in the back. Push in, and that should be it, okay? Ain't going anywhere. We will check the retention fit on that in just a second. Got our ferro rod. We'll test that out in just a second. Got our ferro rod G10 scraper. We'll check that out in just a second. Got a little wrench there if you want to tighten up the retention screws on your sheath. I have never needed to do that, but it's there in case you want to mess with it. Got a little bit of paracord so you can attach to the back of the knife as a lanyard if you want to. And let's check out this Hornet. Now, they usually ship with a little protective cover like that to give it some protection from corrosion resistance, and that's just a little bit of oil on the blade to protect the blade while it's in travel. Let's check your ferro rod first. Nice sparks. Yeah, wow, that's a nice ferro rod. That's throwing some really good sparks, y'all. I'm impressed. All right, that certainly passes the test. Your Kydex sheath should be able to fit these, which is kind of why they're sometimes thought of as survival knives, because they have different kits that are included with them. I know I have another one of their knives at home that also has a sharpener built into the sheath. This one does not. Let's check the beautiful Kydex work, by the way. Let's check the fit and retention on this. So this is the Hornet again. And we'll talk about this knife in just a second. Okay, without even putting the retention strap, and that bouncing is just the strap. Let me see if I can secure that. No sound. Great retention, no problems. And then of course, if you're gonna be doing cartwheels in the jungle while you're running and gunning, playing your airsoft, or doing what else, who knows what else, then you're just gonna add that little strap, and then that's not going anywhere, folks, okay? And then if you want to pop it out, just give it a little bit of a thumb push. Good to go. All right, let's take a look at this thing. Again, that's just oil. And I use mineral oil on my D2 steel just to give it a little bit of extra corrosion resistance. You know, a couple times a year or after you went out camping or hiking or whatever, just give it a little wipe down with the mineral oil, and then you don't have to have it like dripping off, but like a little coat. Like that's actually, you know, you could just actually rub that in a little bit, and that's gonna give it some nice corrosion resistance. Just check it a couple times per year. All right, so let's look at the lines and finish on this. Full tang, obviously, they always do a great job on the craftsmanship with Holtzman Gorilla Survival knives. G10 handle. Now, G10, in my opinion, is one of the two of my preferred handle materials. Very grippy. Even if you get wet, it's not going to slip out of your hands. Feels really good. Those are not giving me any hot spots at all. Very satisfied with that. And I prefer actually this style here so that you can throw your thumb over the top if you're needing to dig into something. Whereas some of them protrude a little bit more. That feels very, very comfortable. I've got no hot spot there. So this is 9.37 inches overall of D2 steel with 4.68 inch blade. Okay. In my opinion, this is like the Goldilocks zone, right? Not too big, not too small. Not to say that I don't like big knives. My name is Sarge and I like big knives. I like small knives too, but if you're for most tasks, like if I'm only going to take one knife out for some backpacking or whatever, this is kind of the Goldilocks zone in my personal opinion. All right. Take a look at that spine. That is not a sharpened spine, so it's safe to run my fingers across there. No jimping on the back, by the way. Got a little bit of a finger guard there, which I do like that on knives. Just gives you a little bit of protection. Again, I don't feel like this thing's gonna slip, but I like having that little bit of a finger guard. Now, my experience having reviewed numerous Holtzman Gorilla Survival knives, I don't think we're gonna have any problems with sharpness, but of course we will do a little test on this. Just wanna give you, as best as I can, a little close up on that edge. And take a look at it. All right, let's go ahead and do a little sharpness test. Now, if you've watched my knife reviews before, and by the way, I have a full playlist of tons and tons of knife reviews, tons of knife unboxings, tons of torture testing. If you're into knives, you should definitely check out my knife review playlist. All right, no problems there. Just have to apply just a little bit of cutting pressure. Let's do this one with a little bit of slicey pressure. Yeah, no problems, like butter. Right through it. And, well, let's do that. Well, we did one, let's do two here. You guys know this is my trademarked test. One of my trademarked tests. So you can't use it without paying me royalties. I'm just kidding. All right, no problems there. Like, I don't expect there to be, I mean, folks, I wouldn't be a brand affiliate with these guys if I didn't like their products and want to. I wouldn't recommend something to you. I get offered a lot of things to review and I turn down most of it because a lot of it is not stuff that I would say I would trust my life with. And so sometimes I get offered a lot of money too. And they'll say, Sarge, we want to pay you a couple $100 to, all we want you to do is do a video and promote this. But if it's not good stuff, I don't do it. I'll turn down the money because I'm not going to send you out into the woods without something that I would personally use myself and trust my life with. Okay, so that's why when I do a product review like this, or especially if I do like a brand affiliate deal, like I've got with these guys, I believe in their product, I stand by their product, and I'm happy to recommend it for you. So this is the Hornet. Let's do a little paper test. Again, not anticipating any problems here, folks. That actually felt really good. That was like the perfect slice. That was my fault, not holding the paper right. Yeah, no problems, folks, right? We've reviewed their knives before. We don't anticipate any problems here. There shouldn't be. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, so the weight on this feels really good. And the size feels really good. This is what I would call like a Goldilocks size for backpacking, hiking, camping. You certainly, if you like a bigger knife, there's no problem with that. I like big knives. I like little neck knives. I like little pocket knives. In fact, I got one of their pocket knives on me right now. This is the Venture Point from Holtzman Gorilla Survival. And this is a really nice EDC, very fidget friendly. That's the Venture Point, if you're interested in that one. And this one's the Hornet, of course. Let's do just a little bit of work with the basswood here, just to kind of see how it does. God, it just feels really good, folks. This just feels really good, this knife. You're gonna like this. Might make a really nice gift for your loved ones. For you. Don't you deserve a new knife? right? You know that like somebody in your family is going to give you one of those bubble pack knives because I heard you like knives, and they'll buy you one of those really cheap ones. You know what I'm talking about. And it's not going to get used because you don't trust your life with it. You're going to use this one, folks. You're going to use this one. There you go. Some beautiful curls. Just messing around. Not trying to do anything fancy there. Again, this is the Hornet. I think you're going to like it. All right, folks, that is the Hornet from Holtzman Gorilla Survival. Let's go ahead and put a discount code up there and also a QR code just to make it easy. You can scan this if you're watching this on TV or if you're watching it on your laptop. Just go ahead and scan that. That will take you right to the website, and then you're going to search for the Hornet, and you're going to use discount code SARGE to get 10% off. This is a great gift for a loved one or for yourself. It's got the perfect little size. I like this one a lot. This is called the Hornet. And squad, if you got anything of value out of this, please consider giving me a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Definitely make sure you check out my knife review playlist. I've got literally hundreds of videos up there where I torture test knives, do knife reviews, do product unboxings, all kinds of things that I think you'll like if you're a knife enthusiast. And don't forget to check in the description down below for some discount codes for other products that I think you might like, especially if you're a prepper or survivalist or you're into that kind of stuff like me. All right, keep planting your seeds, keep stacking your silver. This is Prepping with Sarge.